Hello everybody, it's Monday evening again, and here's this week's musing on John Chittister's calendar. Community is a way of facing the world together. It raises a question, well, who is my community? Who is your community? Some of it is pretty obvious. It's the physical place you live, it's the neighborhood, the city. It's maybe a church group, a spiritual support group, some other small group. There are lots of answers to that, but the question is, do they help you face the world together? Why are you in community? This past week, Richard Rohr has had a theme called We Are One and Many. And one of the readings last week from his daily emails had some words that I thought were really powerful from Reverend Dr. Jacqui Lewis. And she talks about the perilous times that we're living in. And we have to answer the question, who are we to be? She goes on to say this: we have a choice to make. We can answer this question with diminished imagination by closing ranks with our tribe and hiding from our human responsibility to heal the world. Or we can answer the question of who we are to be another way. We can answer it in the spirit of Ubuntu. The concept comes from a Zulu phrase, Ubuntu, Ngumuntu, Ngabuntu, which literally means that a person is a person through other people. Another translation is, I am who I am because we are who we are. With this in mind, who I will be is deeply related to who you are. In other words, we are each impacted by the circumstances that impact those around us. What hurts you hurts me. What heals you heals me. It's a concept, this Ubuntu, that comes over frequently. It's used in a lot of Desmond Tutu's writings, and various other African Americans have brought it to our attention. And it raises a question for me about how my or your communities reflect the diversity and unity that it calls for. How do our communities help each other face the world together? You sit with that question for a wee while. And this could take me in two directions. The first is, it simply is my community reflecting the way to face the world together. And if so, who is God wanting me to be in community with? But the more challenging question that arises for me comes because I think it's not about physical community. This Ubuntu thing is an attitude of heart and a change of mind. I know that I frequently consider myself as part of a small group, but I am an I in that group. And they help me to face the world. And I help them to face the world. But I do not realize that we are each other. There are still the I that takes preference. It's not about membership or the people I hang out with or the people of my tribe. It's not about my church or my denomination. It's not about my neighborhood. This community in Ubuntu is looking at another person who's not like you, not one of your peeps, not one of your tribe, not one of your social set, and saying, Ubuntu, I am who I am because we are who we are. It's a profound paradigm shift for the very self-motivated, self-centered Western world. How do you help your community face the world together? Together. Interdependent. Diverse, but one. See you next week.